guys, welcome back to Thanks to Trace. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a simple manicure at home. So I still haven't gotten cuticle softener, so I looked up online and I found out how to make my own. So I just mixed warm water, honey, and a half a lemon together, and voila, it actually worked pretty good. And the suds in there is just literally a drop of dish liquid just to make it pretty. Okay, and the implements I'll be using today is nippers, nail clippers, and a cuticle pusher. And of course, I don't have any barbicide right now, so I'm going to be using this liquid hand sanitizer, which is pretty much alcohol in a bottle, and it's 80%. Right here, all I'm doing is just looking at my client's hands, and I'm going ahead and asking them just a couple questions, such as, do you want them clipped, and also what shape do they want them. That goes from squared, round, you know, stuff like that. So right now he's going ahead and telling me that he wants that ring finger to have a little nail on it. I know that's odd, but hey, you'll run into people like that, and it's important to know what they want. So now I'm going ahead and clipping his nails. I definitely want to take my time, and also if you guys see here, this is a curved nail clipper. I honestly do prefer the straight nail clippers, but this will do for now. And also sometimes it is hard to get into the side of the nail, so I do like to use nippers sometimes just so I could see how deep I'm going, not to hurt them, because in the past I definitely hurt some clients that way. And keep in mind, this is sped up, so I'm not being as aggressive as it looks. So don't pay attention to his nails being wet. What you're supposed to do is clip them and then file them, add cuticle softener, then put it in the water. But I'm a little rusty, so bear with me. So after this process of clipping them and then going ahead and filing them, that's when he's going to put it in the water. And you can also go as far as buffing, but I usually just buff at the end. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and push the cuticles back. As you can see, I go over it a couple times just to make sure that I get everything back. Of course, you can see that his nails are pretty well groomed naturally, so I didn't have to do much work. And like I said, it's sped up. I'm not really doing it this rough, guys. I'm just trying to preserve your time and speed up the video. Okay, and here's a close-up on his nails. What I'm going ahead and doing is just grabbing the nippers and getting all the white dead skin that's coming up off the nail bed. Also, as you can see, he doesn't have much cuticle for me to cut off. Some people have very large cuticles that's pretty much dead skin attached to the real skin. So he doesn't have much of that at all. Honestly, if I would have cut it, I think he would have ended up bleeding. So I'm just going ahead and getting the dead white skin that came up. Pay attention to the way I'm holding the nippers. I'm making sure that I have complete control of the nippers, because if it was to slip, I can end up injuring my client, and that's not good in general, but it would be even worse if it was a diabetic client. So always take your time, make sure the hands are completely dry at this point, because also excess water can allow the nippers to slip and you know, you don't want that to happen. And also, if you ever see anything you might have missed when you move on to the next step, it's always okay to double back, even though you want to keep it moving, of course, but it's better to do that than messing up and not doing a good job just because you're worried about doing it perfectly, you know, doing all the steps perfect. So it's okay to double back. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and buff. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the footage, but you're going to go ahead and buff all the fingers. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add cuticle oil just to put the moisture back in the nail bed and on his skin. After this, you could have your client go wash their hands. It's totally up to you. I just went ahead and wiped it off and handled it on my own way just so he didn't have to get up since it is at home. So he was kicked back already and I didn't really want to bother him. I didn't bother putting in the footage for the other hand, just basically follow the steps that I'm saying, and I'll even have the steps written in the description box, so go check it out. Okay, now I'm going ahead and adding acetone. Once I did this part, I was like, you know, I really should have had him get up and wash his hands because that would have took all that extra oil off. Of course, I would have done this step, but it still was some extra oil, which made it a little bit hard, so I even had to go ahead and buff again. So he definitely should have washed his hands. Since he's going on vacation, he wanted gel instead of regular polish, so I'm going to go ahead and add the base coat and then cure, and then add the top coat and then cure. Just a tip, I like to pull the skin back on each side of the nail just to give myself more of a better view of where the nail ends so that I don't end up putting the nail polish everywhere. And always make sure there's a little bit of nail polish on your wand. A little bit goes a long way when you're using just clear polish. And also make sure you're even in good light. I actually recently did a manicure and the lighting was so bad, so when they went out in the sun you could see I missed a whole bunch of spots and I had to double back. So as you can see in this video, I'm set right up by the sun. I have my light so I can see where the gloss is everywhere, so that won't happen to me again. So now I'm almost finished. Now I'm going ahead and adding cuticle oil just to make sure that the nail gets more moisture back into it and to give it that shiny finish. And I'm going ahead and massaging it in. And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth video of how to give a manicure at home. As you could see, I did a great job. Thank you. And you can leave in the comments below and let me know as well because I deserve it. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget to check the description box because I'll definitely have more details in there just to help you guys out. If you have any other questions, comment below and let me know. Bye, guys.